YouTube faithful, what's going on? It is Wednesday, Winning Wednesday. We are once removed from that NHL Choco Taco. Joker cashed, Cade cashed their tacos, thank God. But Joker, the PRA, oh my gosh, it should have been a sweat-free square. He absolutely sold, succumbed to the taco curse, but that's okay. Put all that out of your mind. We are moving forward with MLB. We have NBA and MLB picks today, and I'm going to break it all down for you. So go ahead, guys. I hate to ask, smash the like button like Mama taught you right. And if you're not already subscribed, my brother in Christ, hit the subscribe button. And if you got any questions or comments, leave them in the comments below and I'll get back to you. So right out of the rip, you can see right here, MLB was good to your boy. And I talked about these on the YouTube, and I know NBA was chalk city, but MLB came through in the clutch, and it was a full sweep for the new model system I built, and I absolutely got to celebrate it. I got to. Sandy Alcantara, I gave that here on the tube, gave it in the cord, gave it on the live stream. The most sweat-free square a man could ask. His earned runs, his walks, under fantasy, cash it all. Logan Webb, 5Ks, cash it, sweat-free. Langford, cash him too, over half a run, cash it. And I wasn't done there. I took Webb, Sandy, Wheeler, Gore, Langford. We talked about the Gore and Wheeler combo. It pushed, told you that individually their goblins were optimal. Sure enough, I was right. The proof is in the pudding. Of course, when I don't nuke, it's right there, 8 to 84 and 10 to 100. It's cinema. And then this was the 2.5x daily double Wheeler, Sandy, and Webb. Cash that. And then this right here, the late night hammer. Logan Webb, Nick Pivetta, Bryce Miller, and Sandy Alcantara. Cash it all sweat-free, 25 to 200 on chalkboard. When I saw the value I was getting on Sandy on chalkboard and Miller's under, I smashed it. The only regret I have is I didn't nuke. And it was an amazing day, guys. You got to lock in on the MLB. I know you guys love NBA, but MLB, there's so much value and edge there. NBA, there is no advantage right now. We are just guessing. So if you're curious about how I won those slips, I will explain it to you. But first, let's talk about today. First, I'm going to talk about NBA, then we will go back and talk about MLB. Okay, so LeBron James faces closeout tonight. If he loses the late night at 9:10, it's going to be cinema, folks. He's going home. And no, it won't be Lakers in 5. It'll be Wolves in 5, Mr. Sharp. You sold everyone on that Lakers in 5, and now you pay the price. Captain Crush said it's Wolves in 6. We will see who is right, but I'll tell you what, it was never going to be Lakers in 5. That was nonsense. I don't ever want to hear that again, okay? They got no bench. You can't win in this league if you don't have a bench. However, LeBron James, closeout game, you got to consider him. But before I talk about LeBron, Luka had 2 RA last game. He absolutely didn't do anything, but now they are facing the elimination. I'm going right back to his first half, not his first half PRA, but his first half 16.5 points. I had him on April 25th. He sold. I bounced back on April 27th. He had 21. Going right back to it. They have all the incentive to play, boys. This is it. If they lose, they're gone. So I will take his first half, and I will probably consider his first half, his full game as well. Not going to give you a ton of analytics in this video because we've seen the matchups. You know the range of outcomes. I don't think there's a point in keep going over it during the playoffs, but I'll do the Lord's work anyways and show you 16.5 points. You can see first half right here, range of outcomes. What are we looking at? Last 5, 80%. Last 10, 60%. Last 15, 53%. And in all of 2024, when he was a Mav the Wagon, 58% of the time. 2025 wasn't that great, but again, he moved around teams. A lot had happened, but we're mainly looking at this, especially for the playoffs. You know he's got that 20 in him the first half. If you don't want to take the first half, go ahead and take the full game. I wouldn't begrudge you a bit. So that is the first NBA play I wanted to talk about. And then next, it's just going to be LeBron. But what is it going to be for LeBron, comment guy? Well, we got options. I think his rebounds at 9.5, he's been hungry. He's been cleaning the glass. 12, 10, 11. I don't think he's going to stop now. I think LeBron's going to be playing 45 minutes again. And I think he's going to be absolutely trying his hardest. And when LeBron is trying his hardest, whether you like him, hate him, love him, whatever it is, you got to consider the man. So I think it's his PRA and I think it's his rebounds. I'm not exactly sure which one, but I definitely will have exposure to one of those. And then when all the chips are down, his fantasy score all the way down here at 53.5, I think that is also in play. So let's just say we took the rebounds for now, or the fantasy score. Let's just say we took the fantasy score. These would be my top 2 Lakers, and then LeBron's rebounds, and then his PRA. Okay, those are my 2 Lakers. And then my favorite Laker goblin, other than anything LeBron and Luka, would be Austin Reeves, Oklahoma's former 1.5 3-pointers made, Papa. This is the goblin I like for Reeves. If you pair it with any random prop, it is 2x. He should be able able to splash 2 3-pointers. If he can't, well, then maybe we'll talk about banning him. I'm just kidding. We don't ban people around here, but you know what I'm saying. So that's it for the Lakers. Now, what are we doing with the Wolves? Well, the Wolves are a deep team, and they literally mix around who's going to do what, but Ant Edwards facing a closeout situation. I'm going all the way down here to 22.5 points for this Goblin because these Gobbies aren't even safe. But I know he's going to try hard. I know he's going to want to put this thing away, and I know he has the dog in him. And because I'm getting a 2.25x payout with any other random square, I am going to take Anthony Edwards at 22.5 points. I feel like that line is just too low given the stakes. If he sells, he sells. Just like Halliburton yesterday. We took his 15.5 RA. It went into overtime. He got 15. They stat corrected it down to 14. He sold. It is what it is. There's nothing we can do. And if you don't want to take that, you don't want the Goblin payout, you want a full line, you just look at the man's fantasy score. I would rank these in order. 22.5 points, 47 fantasy, 12 RA. Those are my 3 favorite for Edwards in order, okay? It could just be as simple as LeBron's fantasy and Edwards' fantasy tonight, folks. It could be that simple to giving us 3x. You never know. Well, I told you, we're playing scratchers right now with the NBA. Look at Joker, 13 points. Did anyone have Joker on their bingo card getting 13 points? Well, Captain Crush absolutely did. Not 13, but I saw his line at 29 and I said, that's way too high. I took under on him and Brunson, their full game line points, 30.5 for Brunson, 29.5 for Joker, made it on the live stream, and I told everyone, don't tail, because this is not for the faint of heart. This is just me thinking these lines are way too high, and sure enough, they were. Now, real quick, I want to show you this lineup because you can see Halliburton and Giannis. I took them yesterday live lines because there is value to be had in the playoffs by taking the live lines. Once the game starts, their lines go back to what they should be pretty much, and if they're doing bad at first, like Giannis was doing bad, it didn't look like he was going to get 24 points. Look at his live line. It was 23.5. I told the Discord chat, that is a free freaking square. My only regret is that I didn't bet more. And then Halliburton, 7.5 assists. Absolutely, I was taken over on that. That was the easiest two-man. So I showed you this to tell you, make sure you're plugged in and locked into the Discord chat because I will be doing the live playoff things. If value is there, I will post it for you guys because that is where the NBA value is right now for the playoffs. Period. Now let's go back and talk about the other game that there is, and it's none other than Sengun. You guys saw what he's capable of. A man on a mission last time. 47 PRA. I'm going right back to the well. Most likely, I'm looking at his under rebounds, 11 rebounds. I'm taking less. I don't care. I took it last time. It cashed. I think it goes under with Jimmy Butler being in the mix, messing everything up. I do like 11 rebounds. If he has an outlier game and he gets 16, well then so be it. He's going to have to get 12 to beat me, and that's the bottom line. But with that being said, I'm not just taking his 11 rebounds and calling it a day. I'm going all the way down to, I'm going to the fantasy sco at 42.5, and I'm getting in the mix on old Sengun. I saw the dog in him. He took over, 42.5 fantasy score. That is what I'm going to do. It's not as popular as the PRA. Bang, I'm in on the fantasy score. And then what's my run back? Cap, are you going with Curry? What is Curry's lines? 25.5. Listen, any matchup, anytime at 25.5. I know we just got 17. You can take a shot on Curry at 25.5. I ain't going to talk you off of it. But that is not my primary play for that game. I will have shares of it. My primary game is Jimmy Butler. Playoff Jimmy, baby. What'd you think? Playoff Jimmy is real. It's real. It's not a fantasy or something. Oh, no, playoff Jimmy. No. And he's at 37.5. He was just at 42 or something. I'm taking him at 37.5 fantasy score. That's crazy. I'm taking his fantasy score and his points. If we go price shop him real quick on DG, you can see he's minus 120 on Pinnacle at 20.5. His fantasy score is 39 on other places, 37. So we're getting good value there. Both of those are in the mix. So if you wanted to make the brain dead lineup, like the most obvious lineup a man could make, folks, let me show you this right here. This will give you a sweat tonight that you can hang your hat on and feel good about it and just be like, you know what? I took the studs. They're in a closeout situation and in a close playoff game. Those four right there, baby. Those are the four. You got Sengun, Butler, Edwards, LeBron. And then I gave you ancillaries that aren't their fantasy scores, okay? In fact, I'm going to put 10 on that right here, right now. Locked it in. I'm logged in. Yeah, I'm taking this. I think it's solid, okay? And then You got Curry at 25.5 points. You got Sengun under 11 rebounds. You got LeBron's rebounds and Luka first half points. All those are going in lineups, okay? Now let's pivot over to the MLB and look, we got hot dogs. Now the better of the two is right here, Eovaldi. He's going over 4.5 Ks. I think it was 68% of the time in my crushed bats model, which has been very, very good to me, but I'm going to explain to you how to do this and hopefully this video is live by the time it goes. Okay, so the Dodgers and the Braves play today and they're both in elite matchups. By the time this video airs, you probably won't see it, but what I did yesterday, I liked Sandy to get shelled and I liked the Colorado pitcher today to get shelled. So what I do is I take the hitters, the top 3 hitters, and sprinkle them around. Yesterday it was Tio, Ohtani, Freddie. I took those with Sandy, Webb, and the Joker Taco, and bang, it was 25x. I had to power it because they docked me for correlation, but it doesn't matter. You can do the same thing with Riley, Olsen, Ozuna, and Albies for the Braves, and then you can do it with Ohtani, Freeman, and Tio again today. Now, if it's too late by the time you see these videos, don't worry about it. Use that principle and stack that into your head. It could be the same thing with the Cubs today. You got Happ, Horner, Suzuki. You can do that with them, anchors and darts, okay? Because I like Carmen to give up 2.5 earned runs. Now, again, this is the better of the 2 discounts that we have today. Eovaldi, 4.5 Ks. I think it's hitting. It should hit. Now, for plays that are going to be going by the time you guys get to see this video, we're going to have to look. So what I am going to show you, just like yesterday, remember I showed you this on this video yesterday. This is crushed bats, the pitcher side. There's a hitter side as well. I used this tool yesterday. I built it myself. I swept MLB. I showed you at the front of the video. Just in case you forgot, it's right here. Webb, Pivetta, Miller, Sandy. Again here, and again here. So the tool is solid, okay? That's 2 days back-to-back I swept MLB. Now I'm hoping I can make it a trifecta. It doesn't guarantee anything. It's just letting me find advantages where I need it, okay? So let's take a look at Michael King because this is what I'm going to give for this video, okay? So all the stats are there. We know his line. We're looking at 5.5. His normal line is 6.5. His hits allowed Goblin is 2.5. His walks is 1.5, and his earned runs is 1.5. His walks actually might be lower than that. Nope. It checks out. So we have all the data in. We have the lines. You can put whatever lines you want in there. So if you're looking for goblins, demons, whatever, click simulate. It's going to run it 10,000 times and spit out the information and bang. 5.5 Ks, the probability is 65%. That means in 10,000 simulations, he went over 5.5 strikeouts 65% of the time. He went over 2.5 hits allowed 77% of the time. Okay. So that would absolutely be something you want to look at. And then walks, no value, earned runs. He actually only goes over 37% of the time, which means 63% of the time he's going under. So you'd be wanting to look at the under there. So if you see this, strikeouts, you take more 5.5, less on the earned runs, more on the hits allowed, and then on the walks, there's no value. It's just, you leave it alone. It's that simple. I made this tool with ease of use in mind. You don't have to worry about the data, the stats, none of it. You just click a button, enter it, and bang, it spits it out for you, probability. So what would we take here? Well, if we're looking at the highest hit rate, it would be his hits allowed. His strikeouts, 5.5, 65%. I personally, now I have the data, I want to take his strikeouts at 5.5. But maybe you like the hits allowed. It looks like they just, okay, well, there is a 2.5 and a 3.5. Maybe you like the hits allowed and you want to go there and you see, oh, well, it's 70% to hit. You know you're taking a good prop, but you see this is 2x. This one is 2.25x. So you get a little bit of more equity because it's more likely to happen that he goes over 2.5 hits allowed than the strikeouts. That's why the payouts are done that way. PrizePicks has all this data as well. And if you're looking for unders, you take less 1.5 earned runs. Is that going to be a sweat? Absolutely. But 63% of the time, he was going under 1.5 earned runs in the simulation, as you can see here. So that is the whole point of this tool, guys, that I'm building. And to get access to it, if you're in my Discord and you're a gold package member, you're going to have access to it once it's released. Right now it's in beta. I'm getting it put up. You'll be able to run all the pitchers every day. And then once that's out, I'll start working on finishing the hitter one. You'll be able to use that. And it's bada bing, bada boom. I'm trying to make it easy for you guys. I know you guys don't understand MLB. I could put a slew of data of MLB being like the whip, the OBA, the WOBA, all this. You guys, what is this? The average bet, you guys don't need to know all that. What you need to know is that you click a button, it spits it out for you. That's what I'm trying to do for you, and then give you my commentary on the matter. I think that is the path to success. There's no point in me trying to make all of you guys guys analysts because it just will never happen. So anyways, keep in mind, those are just, simulations. It's not, even if something is 70% chance to happen, it still leaves 30% chance where it doesn't happen. We can't forget about that. So, but I do think this is good right here. The next person I want to look at for this video, since it's going to already be going off, would be Chris Sale and Quantrill, but those games are already going to start by the time this video starts. So let me show you Nathan Eovaldi real quick. We're just going to set his strikeout line. I think it's, what's the discount? 4.5. His earned runs, we'll set it to 1.5. Hits allowed 4.5. Walks 1.5. I'm not sure if those are the lines. Well, it's actually 3.5 hits allowed and 0.5 walks, believe it or not. Okay, we'll simulate. Bada bing, bada boom, bang. 6Ks. So he goes over 4.5Ks 71% of the time, folks. So you know that that's the best discount because I already ran Burns and I can tell you. So this is the best discount. This is the optimal discount. So you would avoid his earned runs. You could take over his hits allowed at 66%. It goes over 3.5, over half a walk, 58%. But again, you're looking for what's most likely to happen, and it's bing, 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 71%, 4.5Ks. And guess what? That's the discount. So we're in the mix. Yes, we're getting a good discount, folks. Let's go. So let's go take a look at Tyler Anderson, the late night hammer. I'm pretty sure he's the late night hammer. Could be wrong. Okay, his line is 5, 2.5 earned runs. These are his lines. Now, by the way, I'm trying to get this to auto-populate with their current Vegas lines. If any of you know how to code and you're a real coder, not just somebody that is whatever, and you want to help out and you want to be a part of my team, send me an email. Let me know because you do it by yourself right now, which I still want to have it, but I would like it to autofill too. Right now, I just have it putting in the average. Okay, so look at Tyler Anderson. 29% of the time in the Sims, he goes over 5Ks. So we're not taking over 5. Earned runs, he goes over 30%. Hits allowed, 36%. We're avoiding all of that or looking at the unders, but look, walks, 1.5, bang! 68% of the time, okay? So you take less, and then more on his walks. It's that simple. It is literally that simple. And if it chalks, it chalks. You got it in good. You saw the percentages. You saw the data. Okay. Now, since it's a goblin, it's likely to happen 68% of the time. It doesn't pay a lot. Look, only 3.25x. But if you take out King and did this one, it's 2.25x. So you can literally choose. You want to take the walks. You want to take that. But I'm going right there with Mr. King. You could add Anderson if you want for the 3x. And so then you have to decide what you want to do. If you want to take this other one, it's going to be up to you. But right now, I have a full list of MLB plays top to bottom in my Discord posted with lineups. Easy as pie. I got projection sheets for NBA, MLB, all of it. You can get access to it on a discount right now. You go to CaptainCrush.net, the gold package. This website's getting revamped too, by the way. Hang in there. I know it's poverty. You go to buy now, click it. You got the promo code right here, right now, folks. It's MLB, all caps. Click apply, takes it down to $14.99. Bang. Apple Pay, get in the mix. Projection sheets, you would have had those lineups yesterday for MLB. You would have had my tools. I did a live stream yesterday where I cooked. Surgery was performed. So this discount's not going to be going forever, so make sure you take advantage of it. And if you do, let me know when you join up, guys. You will get access to that tool. You think that, oh, that's cool? You like this tool right here? You want to have it during the summer? You sign up to the gold package and you will have it the moment it's released to the public. So get in the mix, guys. I'm literally giving it away. Anyone that's in my cord knows I give 150% to my community every single day, and I will continue to all summer long and beyond. I got a bunch of stuff coming for you guys. You're going to love it. Just stay in there and hang in there. So for those of you that being like, oh, is he going to lock it in? Absolutely. 25 to win 56 right here. Bang. I just locked it in live in 4K. What? You thought I wasn't going to? There it is. And I ain't canceling it, comment guy. So before I close, let's go over here to ParlayPlay, and you can see they got a payout boost on Sengun's rebounds. And that's funny because I took under on 11 rebounds. But what else they got? They got anything for MLB? Austin Riley. That's already been bang. Bang. I mean, it right there, folks. There it is. And then we compare it up with who do we got? What do they got Butler's fantasy score at? Oh, man. Oh, me, oh, my. You know what? 20.5 points for Butler right there. Or where's his fantasy score? 37.5. That's the move right there, man. Look at that. 2.5x. And if you want to take Jimmy Butler's points, this is the ParlayPlay 2-man right there. I'm keeping it nice and simple, short and sweet. If you want to take LeBron's fantasy instead of Jimmy's, so be it. Promo code CRUSH. ParlayPlay, get your booty in the mix. I got 30 days of the cord, what you just saw, coming your way for free. Send me that email. Folks, thanks for tuning in. I'm giving you a salute. You can't see it, but good luck in all your contests. And as always, my brothers and sisters in Christ, let's crush.